Welcome back to another What If Civilization Started Over on Pangea. Today in this scenario, we will be seeing what if civilization started over on Pangea, the original supercontinent a few million years ago. I'm sorry I didn't post for like a few days or months, but let's get right into this video. We will see the red team expanding. We will see the red team expanding themselves all the way over here. And expanding down south into these regions. And they will also take over this area and expand into Europe. But a group of people who does not like the red team will break away from their own civilization. These guys will break away over here, forming up their own civilization. They will expand their borders up north to try to become a dominant power and they will take all of that. But let's come over here to Asia, where we'll see a massive group of people migrate. We'll be migrating from China. They'll go down the coast of Vietnam, but they'll get bored and they will go over here. And they also just don't want to get stuck in jungles. So they'll go up north, across this area. And they will say to themselves, it's a pretty nice place to set up their own kingdom. Yes, these guys will set up a kingdom. It will be the green team. The green team will send out more discoverers. And they will discover this massive chunk. What a group of people will go down south from Europe and into the Middle East and Africa. But more and more people start to join their group. Like people from the red team, blue team, and all these nations right here. And all these nations right here will be joining the group, allowing them to discover the Middle Eastern area. But they will discover into India, Pakistan, and a little bit of Australia, and Nepal. So they will quickly discover this whole area. And they will set up their own nation right here. I'm going to make them a little smaller than that. They'll set up their own nation right here. And this will be the gold team. But we will be able to see the lime green team expanded their nation, discovering more land into Baja California and Baja California Sur, and it will go around the lake of Baja California. They'll go around the lake of California. And these guys, in the lime green in the Californias, we're going ahead and expand down into Baja Californias. But they'll stop before they explode. But a massive group of people will move up here to set up their own nation. These guys will set up their nation here, like many others. These guys will set up their nation here, and you guys have this here. There's a nation up here, right there. And these guys are really good friends with this orange team. Here's one. And here's another. But these guys will go ahead and expand their nation down south. Finally doing something, and for rather not do anything, because it's better to do something than anything, pink team. Sorry about that. The pink team been pretty useless. But a massive group of people in their new colored land will break away. And they'll also snatch up that island. But the pink team won't let will not let these guys win. They will not let these guys get independence, so they will launch an invasion of these guys. Pushing up towards this region, right here. But they will be able to take this region over once again. But they will be able to split this area. They will be able to split this area. But these guys will also launch an invasion back and split this area. This area had a large amount of troops. And eventually the pink team will say, "No, what? We will let you get your independence, but you have to give." Why can I not speak English today? But the pink team will kind of force these guys to give up this little panhandle. And these guys will go ahead and expand their borders all the way to up here, right there. And the pink team will also go ahead and take a massive chunk of land. The second pink team, not this pink team. They'll also expand up to the Great Lakes area instead of the Bay of Biscay. But there is something we do need to add, and that is trade routes. But I will add that after I add these countries' capitals. Boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, pop, pop, right there. Because we have the capital here. Here's China's, and I'm scattering some of these capitals randomly. I'll put this right there. Yeah. But now we can add trade routes. But the red team will go ahead and be the center of trade. But this trade route is not. But this trade route over here is not finished. These guys had to keep the trade route from entering these guys' territory because these two are ops. You guys have a trade route going towards these guys, but it's just not finished. You two are also ops, so I think I forgot to add alliances back. But I did have to redraw this map because I lost the original version. I lost the whole original version of the map. But these are all the trade routes. But all of Southeast Asia will get fully discovered. These guys will go ahead and set up their own country. And this will be the Vietnamese team. It will look something like this. But many countries will work together to try to discover this massive chunk of emptiness. And they will be able to do that underneath a few years. But Russia will expand their nation greatly. But for the final thing in this video, we'll be checking out capitals. The Vietnamese will put their capital here. But I think that's all. And I will catch you guys in the next one. But you guys did enjoy this video. I know I did. You guys enjoyed the video. I will highly doubt you to go press that like and subscribe button. It will help out the channel a ton. And why not watch the other videos? Because I think you will like them. But I will see you guys in the next one.